Hi friends, it's Dana here. We are in the middle of beautiful autumn in northern Wisconsin, and we are finding all sorts of seeds and nuts. In fact, our walnut tree, which is right over there, it keeps on dropping nuts all the time, and their nuts are kind of big. And we like to sit under the walnut tree. But right now we're a little nervous that something this big is going to fall on our heads while we sit under it. So I am reading over here by the meadow, and there's no walnut trees that are going to get us here. But these walnut trees are pretty impressive. This whole fruit is one seed, and inside here is some black tarry stuff, and beneath that is a beautiful walnut, just like the ones that you eat. And that, I think, is pretty incredible, that a tree makes all sorts of these guys, and you get to eat the little meaty nut on the very inside. They even smell kind of good. They smell kind of citrusy and fresh. And so I just really like walnut trees. I think they're cool. The only time they're a pain is when you're sitting under them and they're dropping all these guys. Today, I'm going to read you a story all about a nut. It's about two friends and one nut. And you know what happens when two friends have one of something. Sometimes it doesn't go so good. And it doesn't at first in this book, and you'll see that. And it's kind of funny, so I hope you all enjoy it. It's called I Want That Nut by Madeline Valentine. Here we go. Mouse and Chipmunk were playing together when they heard kerplunk. They peeked through the bushes and saw a nut, a big, beautiful nut. Mouse looked at the nut. Chipmunk looked at the nut. Mouse and Chipmunk looked at each other. You take it. No, you take it. I insist. You should really take it. Well, I guess I did see it first. Okay, I'll take it. Chipmunk took the nut. Chipmunk and the nut were inseparable. They played together, they read together, they lay in the grass and stared at the clouds together. I want that nut. Mouse went to Chipmunk's house for a friendly visit. He very politely knocked on the door. Mouse, Chipmunk, and the nut sat down to tea. This is lovely, thank you. It is our pleasure. The nut and I are very happy that you stopped by. Oh, look, a dinosaur! Mouse took the nut. Mouse and the nut did everything together. They played tic-tac-toe together. They napped together. They were having a dance party together when there was a knock on the door. The visitor looked a little familiar. Hello, I am the judge of the most beautiful nut contest. You may have heard of us. Do you have a nut? Yes. Give me that nut. Mouse paused. He looked very closely at the visitor. He handed the visitor the nut. Chipmunk and Nut were having the best time together when Mouse stomped over. Hand over that nut. The nut is mine. Actually, it's mine. It fell out of my tree this morning. I've been looking for it all day. Thank you for finding my nut. Goodbye. Mouse and Chipmunk sat down together. That got a little out of hand, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Sorry I stole the nut. I'm sorry I stole the nut. Hey, look at this log. Mouse smiled at Chipmunk. Chipmunk smiled at Mouse. Mouse, Chipmunk, and the log had the best time together. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed that silly book about a nut and two friends. I think that nut made them nutty. Thank you so much for reading with me. Bye.